Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I just read a comment when someone said, I don't think we could hear you. I'm like, I know because I'm not on screen yet. So, hello to everybody in chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me right now. I haven't talked to you guys in so long and I've missed all of you. I want to give you guys all one big hug. I've missed you all so very much. Kevin says, I can hear you now. Because even though you guys don't see me on the screen, I can see all the chat. So I'm just right here looking at the chat. So just a little disclaimer before I get started. You're going to probably hear some background noise, you guys. I am in my bedroom. That's why my camera is off. And I have family visiting again. So you're going to hear kids in the background. They're outside playing in the backyard. They're in the trampoline, and then there's also some in the swimming pool. Then you might hear some guys laughing because my boyfriend has his family here. So just so you guys know, a lot going on in the background. So just know there's a little party going on here. You might also hear, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but since I'm in my bedroom, I have this huge fish tank, and you're going to hear the water. It might sound like I'm peeing, but I'm not peeing. I swear it's the fish tank. So I just want to get all that disclaimer out there before we get started. So let me say hi to some of you. Hello to my mods. Hello, John. Welcome. You look so awesome being blue. I love it. Hey, Nellie. How's it going, love? I love the new photo, just so you know. I noticed it the other day. You look amazing. Hi, Insanely Confused. I was just thinking of you the other day. I was like, how come we have no emails between us? I was wondering, have you heard anything locally over there? Because it's been pretty quiet what we've been getting from law enforcement. So wondering if you have anything maybe you can share with us that you've heard. Hey, Monica, what's up? Good looking. And Indica Dreams, hello, hello. I know you're laughing at me. Hey, Mosin Man, what's up? So let me scroll on up and let me just say hi to everyone. Like I said, I haven't been live in 2 weeks, so I miss you guys so much. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes, just a little disclaimer. I'm going to go for a little, maybe 5 minutes just to chit chat with you guys and say hi before we get started with the discussion of Summer Wows today. Because like I said, I haven't went live in 2 weeks and I miss you guys so much. How was your guys' 4th of July? Oh, someone from the UK. Hey, Gypsy Lou, how are you? Oh, Soper Girl, it's her first live. You guys give her a good welcome. She says, I'm so excited for this. It's my first live catching you. First time catching you live. Well, I'm glad it's your first time. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's been 2 weeks since I've went live, so I'm not going to lie, you guys. I feel a little out of my element. I'm not in my studio. Like I said, I'm in my room, so the setup is just, I don't like it. Hi, Barb. Sleepless in South Africa. Well, hello. What a name. I should be sleepless over here in Arizona. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Hey, Heather Marie. What's up? Heather Marie, welcome to Crazy Town, beautiful. I just love your photo. You look so beautiful. Unsolved with Barb Smith. Well, I like that name. Hi, Danielle. Let me scroll on down. Hi, Dawn. Hope you're feeling better, Dawn. Hi, Grace. Hi, Susie. I'm just seeing all you guys didn't pop up. I'm just saying hello to everyone. And hello to everyone who isn't in chat that, just watches. I totally understand that. And I'm trying to fix where subtitles show on when I go live for, people that either just want to listen to it, don't, want to hear the sound. Hi, Amelia. I need to figure that out, you guys. Hi, Tennessee Rose. What a pretty name. Hey, Daisy. Arcoma King. Everyone first time here. Oh, give a good welcome to him too. A big hello from WV. Well, hello, hello. Yes, John is he's one of my new mods here. John's been with the channel since the beginning. So yeah, never misses a beat. Hi, Robin. I know. I feel like I haven't went live forever, you guys. And like I said, I've missed you guys so much. I'm not even going to bullshit. I have. But I've been trying to do at least videos for you guys, even though I wasn't live, just so I can be putting something out. But when you have family, when you have a lot of family in town, in your house, it's so hard to try to schedule a live. Just because one, obviously you guys know I'm born and raised in California. That's Los Angeles County, 562 girl here. So I moved out to Arizona and I don't have any family out here. Hi, Ara. I'm so happy you're here, love. I have no family here. So when family comes down over here, I want to make sure I'm hosting to them and I'm just happy to see them. So that's why I've been honestly just ghost from going live, because we had probably for the 4th of July weekend, that whole week, we had probably, 10 people here. And it was my boyfriend's family, and his family he has a big family. There's so many grandbabies. So we had a lot of kids. So, and then, when your family leaves, then come on, we do all the cleaning and then, washing all the blankets. And then I was just exhausted. And then the other day, my boyfriend's like, oh, I'm having more family come. And I'm like, oh, great. When? He's like, tonight. I'm like, holy shit. So again, I'm just happy to be here. So have you guys been keeping up with the Summer Wiles case? I mean, there's really not much information that we're getting right now from law enforcement. I know the sheriff did a interview the other day, but it was kind of quick and brief, and he really didn't give us anything that we didn't already know. He just says that, everyone is still a suspect. Everything's still on the table. They're not ruling anything out. And we know that the search has been pushed back. It's not, obviously, they're not boots on the ground right now. And that was pretty heartbreaking to hear. Also, we know that the flyers are now out, but that was a shocker that, the missing flyers haven't been put out immediately. That was something I was like, interesting. Hi, Rita. My Nina is named Rita, just so everyone knows. But that's not my Nina. Okay. Insanely confused. I'll be on the lookout for it. Yeah, because I was thinking of you the other day and I was like, I was wondering if you've heard anything, since you're out there, because it's been so quiet. And I know when it's quiet, they're doing their job, which is not always a bad thing. But just wondering if you've been hearing anything, because I know you guys have noticed I feel like we're getting less and less and less information of what's being told to us. And even with the coverage, I feel like people are just like kind of slowly stop covering it. Hi, Amanda. What's up, beautiful? Okay, you guys, I'm going to turn chat off really quick because I do want to get to one of my screens for you guys and share something so we can get this started. Let me see. So do you guys hear the water tank in the background by any chance? The water? Just wondering if you guys hear it. All right, what I want to play first for you guys really quick is going to be from the, so I'm just going to read it really quick. It says, Incident Commander of Search for Summer Wiles. And he says there's been a very limited ground searching since the scales, they're scaling it back, the search. So I'm going to go ahead and play that really quick for you guys, and then we'll get started. Let me put my volume up. Hold on, guys.
Ground search for 5-year-old Summer Wiles is not nearly as visible to the public as it was 1 month ago.
But the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office describes the search for the active and intense. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says as of today, it's received 970 tips. No credible leads, though, in the search for the missing child.
News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel talked with emergency teams about their role in the search and where it stands now. Ansley?
Josh and Sarah, the incident commander for ground search operations told me that just because the search for Summer Wells was scaled back in June, his team has not quit looking for the missing 5-year-old.
There's been very limited ground searching since the scaling back. Right now, in essence, all we're pretty much going off of is, like I said, is anything credible leads, credible information.
Officials announced on June 27th that the ground search for Summer Wells would be on an as-needed basis.
I don't feel like that I made the decision to quit. We haven't quit. It was just we had to scale back, get our bearings back together, allow these people to rest and recuperate, to figure out where can we go next, what can we hit aggressively next, what can we do to find Summer Wells?
Tim Coop led almost 1,200 people from 120 different agencies during the 13-day search in the Beech Creek community. That call to scale back still weighs heavy.
Speaking with command staff, speaking to subject matter experts that were involved from other agencies out of state, getting together every day. Hey, this is what we've covered. This is the probability. This is putting all these things together to make the decision. I can say made the decision easier, but it did. Still, at the end of the day, it was very difficult to make the decision of scaling back operations to only go off of credible leads.
Coop is still working with authorities as tips come in and is in touch with those who assisted from in and out of state. He assures that every crew is ready whenever the call comes.
Even if it's ground that has already been searched 1 to multiple times, be in contact with TBI, Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, if it's something they feel as though needs to be a credible search, needs to go back in and look over things again, we're right there with them.
Captain Coop told me that the search for Summer Wells has impacted his teams physically, mentally, and emotionally. You'll hear more about the help of...
I can't even imagine what this team has gone through. And I know, and like they were saying, like they're just, they're scaling back and they're just trying to gather everything, recuperate from everything they've been going through. So I know I'm seeing your comments. It was heartbreaking knowing that they have took a step back. I'm wondering if they are going to go back and research again. And I know he was saying, that's something that they're going to be doing, but it's just heartbreaking when you hear that, though. Yeah, insanely confused. She says, let me see this comment really quick. Where'd it go? She says, it's pissing me off that they wouldn't let the public search. In the very beginning, I understand why they didn't because of where it was at. It was really dangerous, like the sheriff said. But I was just surprised that flyers weren't put out, that people weren't, going to local businesses and putting flyers out there. That was something I thought was pretty interesting because usually that's something that's done immediately. You see flyers up everywhere. So that not being done, it did kind of confuse me a little bit. I was confused, confused about that. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So this is, let me move that a little bit. Let me stop sharing that really quick. Yeah, that really upset me also about the flyers. And we learned that information from the church friend when he was on Unmasked with Teresa, David Dotson. He's the one that brought that to our attention. And tomorrow I want to go live and I want to go over that interview and play some of that interview with you guys because he gives us some information. And even though that information he gives us obviously is coming from the family, we know that, but it's just interesting to hear what is coming, what it's being told to him. And when he says that, they decided right now, they didn't do the flyers in the beginning. He was saying something like, because, they wanted to wait to, it was the news stopped kind of covering it and then they wanted to do it. That kind of didn't make sense to me. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer has one of the best photos. Every time I look at it, it always brings me back to my teenage years. I used to love that show. um, but that was something I thought was, oh, maybe Dawn can answer that question for me. She's like, what? Dawn, do you have any inside information by chance why the flyers didn't get put out from day one? Because David said, and he says they, and when he says they, I'm not sure, was this the church, David and whoever else talked to the family about it and they came up with it as a group decision of let's wait till we put the flyers out, or was this of the family saying let's wait? That was the only thing I was a little, I was like, that's kind of interesting. We don't know for a fact Candace provided alcohol yet. What do you mean? Oh, are you, Indica Dreams, are you saying to the minor? Is that what you're saying? Hey, Marie. Okay, Dawn, thank you. Yeah, because that was something I just wanted to know. So once we get that information, we'll share it with you guys. Because like I said, that was something that was just like, kind of interesting why the flyers didn't get put out immediately. Yeah, Amanda, I agree. She says, even if law enforcement didn't do flyers, you would think the family would do the flyers on their own. Yeah, and or friends, somebody, you know, even if they needed financial help with that, people would have came together and helped them with that, to get those flyers out. But again, it's just one of the many questions I was just wondering about. Are we not taking Ellie's word for the alcohol being given to H? I mean, here's the thing. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about that. So let me highlight your comment, Amanda. Did I highlight the right one? No, I didn't. And I'm looking at chat right now through StreamYard. So if your comments are from a couple of like a minute ago, just know it lags when I'm looking at them through StreamYard. So are we not taking Allie's word for the alcohol being given to her son? So you got to ask yourself that as a question, though, like, why would she lie about that? Why would she say, Candace gave my son. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Jenny Taylor. Why would she say, my ex-friend gave my son alcohol and puff bars? Now, I've never heard of puff bars, but she says they're, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, don't make fun of me, but I'm assuming that is tobacco, maybe flavored tobacco. I'm going to assume that's what she meant. I don't know if that means marijuana, so do not make fun of me. Hey, Jackie. How are you? So good to see you. Harmony. So is a puff bar tobacco, or is that some type of, a vape type stuff? So vape is for tobacco or marijuana? I'm just sorry if I sound silly. I don't know what that is, puff bar. Or is that something you eat? It's tobacco. Okay, so Harmony says it's tobacco. Okay, so Allie says that, puff bars were purchased, obviously given to him, I'm assuming, and then the alcohol. Now, she does go on to say that her son was not intoxicated when he got home, so he was able to walk and speak just fine. So it wasn't like he was, he wasn't returned home drunk out of his mind. So the nicotine vape, does it get you high? What is the point of that? I'm just trying to, if they're smoking that, what does that do to you? Is that like smoking a cigarette? So again, he wasn't overly intoxicated when he was returned home. And I do wonder, does the 15-year-old, does he drink often? Is that something that's okay and the mom allows him to do that? I'm going to assume that wasn't the first time he's drank. No, it's just like a cigarette. Okay, so it's just like smoking a cigarette. Okay, so he was just smoking, cigarettes, I guess, and then, well, puff bars, and then he drank. I just don't see why the mother would lie about that. Why would she make that information up? I mean, is it possible? Yeah, it is possible. I mean, she could be, if, maybe to discredit maybe Candace, her ex-friend. But again, I just feel like right now, I just think, I do believe that was given to the minor. But she inappropriate interaction with him at least. Summer has no business being around that nonsense she probably subjected to. Yeah, well, what we've learned also from Donnie's own interviews is and then Allie also said this. So Allie said that at 5:30 every single day, it was like, let's drink beer. I think it was beer. But every day, this is again allegedly, because this is coming from Ellie. She said every day at 5:30, Candace had a thing of, hey, let's get drunk, let's drink. So, and then Don also said, and I'm going to play Don's new interview he did with the Times News, but he also said something like, he's not, he could choose, like, when you go through a situation like this, you could be drinking because just to help you cope, but he's not doing that. And also even Candace is trying to not even drink right now. So I wonder if alcohol was an issue in the home prior to this. Allie said they used to cut up together. So she partied too. Did she use the word cut up, Heather? Mosin Man said every day at 5:30, that's super responsible. And I wonder if it started at 5:30, and this is just, again, me just, just talking to you guys about it, if that's because that's when Donnie got home maybe, or why at 5:30? That's the one I did think that was interesting. 5:30. Is it because people say it's 5 o'clock somewhere? I don't know. Drinking never helps. Yeah, I think we can all agree that when you're going through things, hey, Sammy, what's up? When you're going through things and you choose a substance, either if it's pills, drugs, alcohol, it never, it will never fix the problem. It might take it away just at that moment, but it will come back. I wonder if this 15-year-old boy did something or is being set up. That's a really good question. A really good question. Amy, where's the proof Don was at work? Let me highlight that comment really quick. Well, I'm going to assume, and again, this is just me, from, this isn't the first case we've looked at here at the channel. Even, I'm sure most of you are into true. Hi, Starry. I love that name, Starry Night. I'm sure most of you, obviously, if you're here because of Summer Wiles. A lot of you are here from the other cases we've covered here. And I've always been into true crime, always. Okay, as long as I can remember, it's always been something that I've watched, whether it had been back in the days, 48 Hours, or, all the law enforcement shows that were on. I watched all of them. I can watch that all day long. So I'm going to just assume that would have been the first thing they checked, would have been Don's alibi. Was he at work? That would be the first thing. I think we can all agree that would be the first thing they do, is find out, was he at work? check his phone records. Where was he when, Candace called him? Because we know he says he was at work, which was roughly an hour away. Hey, Miss KJ. Law enforcement has said that 99.9% of the things that we are saying they should do, they have already done. Yes, exactly. So I think with if Don was at work or not, I think that's the first thing they would have checked already. By his phone record, by his ping, by calling his employer. And even because another thing, I wondered how he clocked in for work. Did he do was he doing the loyal the loyal system, and that's where they do it off their phone. You can, and it's called loyal system because you can easily lie and say you're at work and you're really not there, like clock in through your phone. Or did he actually go to an office? Those were things that I was just personally wondering, but I'm going to give law enforcement credit and just say I'm going to believe they checked his alibi, especially something like that, seeing if he was at work or not. Because I think that was one of the first questions I had too, just because he's got there before law enforcement did. So I was like, that was kind of interesting. He is a contractor. He could be anywhere. Very true, Amy. But again, with his phone, I'm going to just give law enforcement credit. And they've by now, a month later, have to have had his phone records and see where he's pinged when Candace called him. When he called 911, where did he ping? Where was he at? Those are things that I'm just going to assume that law enforcement already got that under wrap. His wife could have phoned him at work telling him something happened and he left his phone. Let me see that comment. Telling him something, left his phone at work and left around that back time. True, but when she did call him, though, he would have to be where he said he was at. Because I'm assuming that people might be thinking he was actually closer to where they lived. That was what I was thinking at first. I originally in the beginning started thinking, okay, was he really an hour away when Candace called him, or was he actually closer? That was my thing I wanted to know. And then I was like, when he made that 911 call, where was he actually at 6:30? Because we know, well, the dispatch call we heard that was done at, they said that the call was made at 6:30 from, they say the family, well, the husband, Donald. I do want to share something with you guys. Let me pull it up, and it's going to be, hold on, let me stop sharing really quick. Let me see. So this was today, and I'm pulling. So this was by this was on Twitter. I got this from Twitter from Bianca, and she's from WJHL. She does a lot of coverage with this case, and I do go to her for a lot of updates. Her and then someone else I go to, another news reporter I go to on Facebook also. Of course, I follow TBI and all that, but again, they're not giving us much. So let me share this really quick with you guys. And I'm going to read you guys what and let me take that off the screen. Forever Young. Don is lying and covering because he's a criminal and worried about his own ass. He's a total phony and a liar, just like Candace. Well, Forever Young, I personally, thank you for your comment. I think I don't know. I don't know if he knows what really happened. I don't know. So this was today. I got this today on Twitter. And as you see, let me see. Is it blurry on your guys' end? Hold on. Maybe it needs to load. Let me know. Can you guys see that okay? Let me go to the chat from my phone because I'm looking at it and it's like, I want to make sure I'm watching and seeing what you guys are saying when it's saying it. I'm looking at it. Okay, there we go. Now I can see chat. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Okay, thank you, Don. Okay, so this was today. So it says missing 5-year-old Hawkins County girl Summer Wells disappeared a month ago today. Can you guys believe it's been a month already? I said this the last time we went live. When we covered this the first time, I never thought, well, it was the 17th we covered it. I never thought we'd be this far along with nothing. It says her father, Don Wells, shared the following statement with me this morning. So I'm just seeing some of your comments right now. So it says, so again, this is Donald's statement that he shared with Bianca. And it says the negativity on social media, the attacks on my family, and the misinformation being circulated is not helping to find Summer. People on social media are only adding to the pain the family is going through. It's affecting my other children who are already hurting. Now it's escalating to threats and potentially putting my other children in danger. All of it is adding to the workload for detectives and distracting from the real goal of finding Summers. And then on the very bottom, I don't know if you guys can see it, it says Donald Wells. Now, when I seen this morning, I thought a couple of things. I thought, one, no one should be, sending threats to this family. Especially, I totally feel for them when it comes to their children they have in the home. They have 3 boys. They're young. No one should be sending threatening messages through Facebook, calling them, sending anything. None of that. That should just stop. Seriously, you guys, if anybody is doing that, that just needs to stop. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, we do not know what happened that day. We do not. And we can all talk about it like we do here. And I like hearing from people that think something different than me. And before we wrap this up, we'll talk about what I think, But, and I like talking to people that have different theories than me, but no one should be threatening this family. Now when he says the misinformation being circulated is not helping to find Summer. Now, I thought that was kind of funny in a way, and I don't mean like I'm laughing, like this is not a laughing matter, what's going on with Summer, but I thought it was kind of funny that he said that because I'm sorry, but Donald, you are adding fuel to the fire also on Facebook because you are also putting information out there that's causing some of these rumors that are starting. For example, the yellow car. And I'm going to post that up in a little bit and share that with you. Him saying someone shows a picture of the yellow car. And it's the one of, I believe it's the one where Summer, is it the one that Summer's dancing? I think she's dancing. It's a video. And then someone, screenshots it and then was like, well, whose yellow car? Who does this belong to? And then Donald goes on to say, and let me pull it up on my end and then I'll show you guys. Let me see. Donald goes on into the comment section. And a lot of these things that Donald says are always in the comment section because I always go and I start reading everything. And he wants a lot of this information, these rumors to stop. Well, he needs to realize he's the cause of it too. He is not innocent when it comes to this. He's not. He is putting things out there. He's also starting to make it seem that the minor might have something to do with his daughter being missing. So then you get people like us on social media, we start discussing it, but then we're the bad guys. So let me go ahead and let me see. So I'll show it with you guys right now, but someone had asked him whose yellow car that was. And let me see. So let me stop sharing that really quick. And I'm not looking at chat, you guys. So please just be kind right now in chat. Be respectful. Don't give my mods too much hard work to do today. I don't even think I have a lot of my mods here right now. So please, let me just share this really quick. Okay, so this is the yellow truck that was brought up. And let me share that. So someone on his Facebook had asked him. Okay, you guys can see that. So someone asked him in the, they actually shared this photo and they said, whose yellow car was this? And he says, a guy I fired for being on meth, or he just magically went nuts. It was the very next day that Summer went missing. He was absolutely my number one suspect, but the police say he can't account for his whereabouts. I still wonder. I will send you his Facebook account. So he's telling someone on his Facebook that he had a coworker, a guy that worked for him, because he says he's fired him for being on meth, he said. And he's saying, I will send you his Facebook account. Okay. And then someone asked him, wow, Don, really, did you show this photo to police? Was it the same yellow SUV speeding away? Now, I went back to see if he commented, and I couldn't find a comment back, so I need to double check it. But did he tell law enforcement? Well, he's saying he told law enforcement about this. He's saying he did, that this was his number one suspect, he said, was this man. And then this man's Facebook was shared. So how many people went on that man's Facebook to check it out? I know I did. I went to go look. And I thought it was really interesting that even though Donnie says that he fired this guy for being on meth, and it was the very next day that Summer went missing. So he fired him the next day, he's saying. And then he says that he believed this was his number one suspect. But the police were saying no, that, you know, his alibi or where he was at has been verified. He's fine. So Donnie putting this out there is starting rumors right here. Because if law enforcement said, hey, we got this guy checked out, he's cleared, then why are you going to go and then say all of this information and then say, I will send you this guy's Facebook account, which it was shared. It was shared in this chat, this comment post thing. It was shared. So, and if you know Donnie's Facebook, you know he's putting a lot of stuff out there. A lot. Let me get to my other. Indica Dreams. I can't believe no attorney has told. That comment went by fast. Is chat going fast for you guys? I can't believe no attorney, etc., has told Don to hush up. I know. And I feel like law enforcement is just, they don't want, they're watching everything. We all know that. They're watching everything. I seen on Facebook group, they said 4 minutes ago they had cadaver dogs right now. I'm not sure where, but they said it was over the scanners and everything. Let me go and check. Hold on, you guys. Hey, D Goodwin. And to anybody that came into chat and I didn't say hi to you, don't think I'm ignoring you guys. I'm just looking. When I'm sharing, I can't look at the chat. Let me see. I'm not seeing that. Do you know what group you've seen that in? I feel like I'm in so many. I'm in so many. Okay, let me know. I put the scanner on too, but gosh. And then look at this. Let me show you guys this one right here. So this was yesterday from Donald's. Let's see, is it this one? Okay. So this was yesterday. Okay, so this one was yesterday. Hey Tia, what's up? Good looking. And Tia, I must say you are doing you and I don't know who works with you, but the information you're sharing in your group is so good. I love that you give us a lot of facts, just facts, facts, facts. So I just want to say thank you so much for what you guys have been putting out with all the information you've been sharing with us with this case. I always think like, Tia, you guys need a YouTube channel. You guys are fire. Okay, so right here, this was yesterday. He put this out and he says, all of you people spreading lies. Don't you know people believe these lies? People are threatening to kill us now. Thanks a lot. We still have 3 boys to raise. Isn't it bad enough we lost our daughters? Suppose not to evil people. Now, again, the threats on the family just really need to stop, you guys. Seriously need to stop. I understand people are upset and stuff like that, but again, we don't know what happened. We really don't. So sending the family threats just needs to stop. The hate needs to stop. Amanda Esvida. She's in the house, everyone. The movie star has arrived. Oh, Lolo, you what a name, Lolo. I just love that. Well, you know, Dawn, I'm gonna play the audio right now in a bit, but we're gonna listen to he believes she's already gone. And I think and the thing with Donald, I feel like it's like right when he shows up on scene, you know, he's like, I know she wasn't there. I knew she was kidnapped. I knew she was taken. I just knew it. And it seems like he just knew from the beginning. You messaged me on Facebook. I can't find my phone. Laughing at. Oh no, you lost your phone. Amanda has lost her phone. I've lost my marbles. But now I'm getting distracted that Amanda's here. Amanda gets here and she gets me all distracted. Karma, thank you, love, for that super sticker. Okay, Jackie, don't go running too much. I missed you too, Jackie. So again, from the very beginning, he believed she was taken. She believed she was taken immediately from just driving up. He knew she was taken. And I know for a lot of us that bugs us, because how do you know she didn't wander off? You know what I'm saying? And I know they say, well, she would never do that. But still, I mean, I don't know, I don't know. That did bug me too, that he immediately thought she was kidnapped from him just pulling up and seeing everybody looking. But now he believes now that statistically she's already, in his own words, you guys, this is not my words, statistically she's already dead. So that's heartbreaking to hear. I mean, you have family, and again, he could just be maybe he's the type of person that, I don't know, what's even the right words? Let me get, okay, so there's that one. And we're going to listen to his audio in a bit, the newest one he just did. Okay. And then this one right here is going back to these rumors that he says he wants. What was his exact words? Let me see. He said the rumors, let me get back to it. So from his post today, he said, the misinformation being circulated is not helping to find Summer. People on social media are only adding to the pain the family is going through. It's affecting my other children who are already hurting. So again, these rumors and the negativity, he says, on social media, he's saying. So then, this false information, these lies that social media is putting out there. Well, here's another one. Let me share this. I'm not going to share the photo that was attached to it, because it shows, you guys have seen it though. It shows the minor, and I believe his friends are there with him in the photo. So I'm not going to show that. But this was from Donald's post. This was about, I think this was 2 days ago. Don't pay attention to the 13 hours, because that's when I ended up screenshotting it. It was 13 hours prior that he did this one. But with this one, there was a photo added to it, and it had the minor. It had a couple of his friends in there. And he brings this up. And it says, H. I should have blurred that out. I apologize, you guys. In his new role, about the time he was charged for trying to pull a woman out of her car with a baby in the back. Think about that. His new role, about the time he was charged for trying to pull a woman out of her car with the baby in the back. So he tried to yank a woman out of her car, he's saying, while she had her child. Thank goodness she fought back. This happened back in January, approximately. We have done nothing but try to be good to this family and try to help them. In John somewhere, he says if they're commandment keepers, invite them in your home. If not, well, you know the rest. May God bless all who seek him. Heather, thank you for that super chat. Thanks for taking time for your family to touch on this. Oh my gosh, it went by too fast. Thanks for taking time from your family to touch on this. You're welcome, Heather. I told you guys before, I'm going to continue talking about this case until she is found. Even if it's me giving you guys updates on my community page, even if it's me sharing her missing, her flyer, anything I can give you, any updates, because I'm going to continue going live. I'm going to continue making videos. I'm not going to let this 5-year-old go without, I'm not going to let it go and not just be like, okay, well, they haven't found her, I'm going to move on. No, we'll move on and talk about other cases, because that's what we do here. But I'm going to continue bringing information about her to light. I'm not going to stop. This case has really touched me. It is for sure just like the Gannon Stout case for me. And I just will not accept this 5-year-old just vanished. I'm just not accepting that, you guys. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Have you guys heard, like, no, when I'm saying no sense, have you guys heard of, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, this older man went missing in Tennessee. And the area was kind of like the area, not exactly where Summer went, but he was an older man. He went missing. I believe he had dementia. Is that how you say it? I think that's what they said he had. He would sometimes get out, but they would always find him. Well, this one day he got out and they couldn't find him. Now, the area they already searched this area. Then they went back to go search the same area again because they thought, how far can he have gotten, this older man? And they went back and then they end up finding him in a spot that they had already searched. So that was a week. So this older man takes off and they found him a week later. We're a month later, and if Summer got out, wandered off, I would just think they would have found her by now. Something by now. So I don't think she wandered off. That's one thing I'm like Xing out. I don't believe she wandered off. Either someone that knew her kidnapped her, and I just don't think a random stranger showed up. I'm thinking it's someone who knew her, because did she not scream? Wouldn't they hear a car taking off? I don't know. There's just so many questions I have with this. So either someone that knew her took her, or someone in that home knows exactly what happened to her. Those are my two thoughts. I don't think she wandered off because, after, and I'll share the article in the community page today, but this old man, again, somewhere in Tennessee, around like same living situations area, like where the woods and all that, he went off and they found him a week later. We're a month later and she's not been found. So yeah, something's just, I don't know. Hey, Sweet Pea. All right, let me get to let's listen to his most recent. So we're going to listen to his most recent interview he did. Let me stop sharing that and let me get off that screen. And then we're going to have a discussion just about this. Hi, Aaron. Hi to anybody that came in and I didn't say hello to you guys. Ghetto Country. I like that name. All right. Miss Jules says, I'm going with accidental death cover up. I'm thinking that too. And we'll go more into that after I play his audio, and again, you guys, just a disclaimer for people that are coming in. What we do here, it's obviously a true crime channel. So we do true crime related. That's all we do here. And it's a true crime discussion channel. So we speculate here. We get our facts. I love facts with any case. I like to get my hands on anything law enforcement will give us. That's, if a discovery comes out, 911 calls, body cams, anything we can get from law enforcement, I like to look at myself. I never take someone else's word for it. I always end up going back and fact checking it. But we also, with that, we do speculate. That's what we do here. It's a discussion. So I don't censor my chat. All I ask is that you don't cuss. You are respectful to one another. We should all be adults here. If you can't handle someone having a different opinion than you, then this definitely isn't the channel for you. We don't do drama here. Get that shit out of my chat. I don't do drama. So if you can have an adult conversation, then great. If not, I don't know. This isn't here for you. So after I play the audio, we're going to talk about what we think happened. And again, if you can't handle that, then this isn't the place for you. And I don't want to sound mean, and I hope I'm not coming across mean, but I just get a little bothered when people say, you know, why are you guys talking, saying this happened or that happened? You guys don't know. And we're not saying we know. I'm not saying this is a fact. Okay. I'm really good. And if you've been following me for a long time, you know, I'm really good with telling you, if I have a fact, I'm going to say it's a fact. And you bet your ass I'm going to have backup to prove that fact. I'll have some screenshots, some paperwork, something. I always do. If it's my opinion, I'll tell you it's my opinion. If I'm speculating, I'll tell you I'm speculating here. That's what we do here. So if you are one of those people, then come on in, join the chat, let's talk. If not, then either just watch from the outside. But yeah. Okay, enough with that little tangent. All right, let me get to Don's audio. Have you guys all listened to Don's interview he did on, I believe it was the 12th, so July 12th. I love Crazy Shano. I'm going to make a shirt that says, welcome to my Shano. That's what I'm working on right now, you guys. How cool would that be? Right on, Don. We don't say fact unless it is a fact. Yes, because trust me, you never want to say something's a fact because, yeah, that shit will come back to bite you in your ass. No. It's an opinion. Yes, Tennessee Rose. I just love that name. My goodness, Tennessee Rose. That would be like, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. If I ever had another daughter, that would be a pretty name, Tennessee, because we're diehard Tennessee Titans fans here. And then the middle name being Rose. That's such a pretty name. Don is putting on a show. He's doing something, that's for sure. And he needs to take accountability for his own actions too. He needs to realize what he's putting out there on his social media is starting a lot of these rumors. I'm sorry, they are. It is a very pretty name. I like Ghetto Country too, though. But I wouldn't name my kid that. Amanda, shut the frick up. Hold on, guys. I'm getting distracted. Shut up, Amanda. How did I not know this? You need to email me. Do you go to the games? Oh my God, really, Amanda? Oh my God, wait till I tell my boyfriend. He's gonna be like, what? My daughter's gonna get all happy right now. Oh, you guys want to know how hardcore fans? I'm not even gonna pretend like I really watch. Like I watch it because they're watching it, but I'm not gonna act like I know what's going on. I mean, I grew up. My dad was a hardcore Raiders fan, so I do understand football, but I'm just like, but my boyfriend just painted our garage the Titans colors. My whole garage is blue, red, and there's some white in there. My garage, can you believe that? My whole inside of my garage is fucking blue. The ceiling, even everything, every wall, everything. You guys think I'm over exaggerating? I'm not. I'll take a picture. Okay, let me set up. Let me get to my YouTube channel. Amanda, I can't believe that. Oh my God, Amanda, that is so cool. Oh my God, I am like so happy. I can't wait to tell my boyfriend right now. After this live, he's going to be like, yeah, it's a man cave for sure. There's a TV in there, a fridge. There's we had a pool table, but we got rid of it because it was taking up way too much space. So now he has one of those, what's it called? Foosball? Is that what it's called? Foosball? I don't even know. And we have the dartboard back. We had it in there, but we put it in the backyard. Oh my God, you just made my day, Amanda. You don't even know. You're a hardcore Niners fan? Heather, my boyfriend's uncle, they are hardcore 49er fans. Oh my gosh. I mean, football fans go hard. I'm going to say Vikings. All right, let me get to this so then we can talk more. Let me see. So let me take this off. And now we're going to be listening to Donald's interview. So let me pull that up. Okay, so let's go to Donald's interview. I'm pulling it up on my end. So how I'm gonna do it, I'm going to play it from my YouTube. All right. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, I'm just setting it up right now. Okay. All right. Videos. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen. Let me get that off the screen. All right. And remember, you guys have to let me know when I leave something on the screen too long. I'm notorious for leaving a comment up there. Oh my gosh. All right, let's share this. All right, let me make that a little bigger. Okay, John, go feed CC Cat. Hey, Mark, what's up? He's like, I heard football and I came in here. All right. So again, this is going to be Donald Wild's interview with King, and Kingsport Times News. I didn't even put the S after new. That was a little typo I noticed. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah. All right. Let's play. And I'm going to play the sound. I have it mute on YouTube, but I'm going to play it on my phone. So let's see.
I guess, we're coming up on a very sad milestone tomorrow, which will be in the fourth week. Basically a month since summer.
Is it too? Oh my god, my voice. Is it too low for you guys right there, or do I need to put it louder?
Went missing, and I just wanted to check in with you all and see, if there had been any new developments or anything that changed.
Nothing.
No.
It's real discouraging. Only God can turn this around at this point.
How is your family coping?
My wife ain't doing too good. She's not doing too good at all. She's pretty upset.
I can imagine. Is she needing help or anything, or?
No, just kind of some anger issues and all this stuff on social media.
I know that's out of line. That stuff's out of line, way out of line.
Yeah.
How are your kids doing?
They're coping with it okay. We're doing okay. I'm upset. I just made the decision. I made up my mind not to let Satan win.
How do you do that? What steps do you take personally?
To not let Satan win?
Yeah.
Not let him get down. I could be down and not go back to work and let it affect me in every way, but I can't do that.
Well, you still got a family to raise also, I guess, too, don't you?
So I still got to move forward. I still got to go to work. I still got to try, even though I miss her and wish to God it was a way, but we live in an evil world. I ain't the first one. to lose a family member, or all kind of tragedies been happening since the beginning of this creation. There's been all kind of bad stuff going on. Fans can't does seem like a bad dream or whatever. Yeah, it does. And memories of the summer and things just kills me because we had a great love for each other. She loved me, and I don't know why I've never had someone love me that much in my life. And so it's been awesome between me and her. And so it's killed me.
I had to stop it really quick. One thing I noticed with Don's interview, all his interviews he's done, I just want to say this really quick. Is it just me, or it seems like it's about him? Like, the love she loved me, when he's talking about his daughter, how much she loved me, how she only wanted to be with me. Like, all this love that Summer gave to him, it's always about him. What about the love you gave to your daughter? Do you see what I'm saying? That's one thing I noticed. It's always about him. Like right now, what he's just saying.
Since she's been gone, it's just, at first it was just so horrific knowing that someone abducted her and they caught her looking all around her house, knowing that she's not there. It's like you just don't think to yourself, this ain't doing no good. But, I wish the police would have blocked off both ends of Beach Creek and everything else and kept it contained in our area, because I'm sure she's hundreds of miles away. I can't blame them or whatever, but I'm upset. I'm really upset, but it's too little too late now.
I guess this is probably, I don't know if this is something that has been in your family's mind, but you've got to kind of move on with the business of living. And I guess one of the things is your kids have to go back to school. And I was wondering if you all had given what that's going to be, if that's something that's going to be hard to do, to go back to school.
Well, I don't know why, but they're dealing with it okay more than me. They're doing a lot better than me and Candace are.
Mm-hmm.
Not why that is, but I don't know. Because when I was in school, one of our guys, one of the kids that was in school with us, bought his son a shotgun, and somehow it accidentally went off and killed his dad right in front of him. And we never did see that kid back in school again, but that was his daddy, though. There's a difference, I guess. But, maybe my kids are looking at it like, well, maybe God will bring her back. I don't know. But statistically speaking, there's a good chance she's already dead if you look at it statistically. And I hate to think that. I love her with all my heart, but only God, if nothing else, I'll see her in the resurrection. As long as I keep the commandments and I do what I'm supposed to do, I'll see her in the commandments, if that's the case,
I'm stopping it again, sorry. So again, another thing too I noticed is that how he constantly says how his boys are handling it better, and he makes it seem like it's a bad thing. Like he says this a lot. I don't understand it. Like, it's odd. He said that too before, that how well the boys are handling it. And they're little. I don't think they really realize the bigger picture of it all. They're little boys still. And when he says statistically, that he thinks she's already dead, just hearing that always just makes my heart like, ugh. And even though the way he's thinking, I can't like bash him for the way he's thinking, you know what I mean? But just imagining having to mentally realize that. But how it's only been a month, and I know, we know, like, if we talk about it like statistically, like, how these cases usually end. I understand that part of it. It's been a month, but I don't know, as a parent, you have some parents who will never face it until they have a body. It could be years and years and years, and they won't face it. They'll be like, until, hey, Megs, they won't let that thought enter their mind. But again, I can't judge him for thinking that. I'm not going to judge this man for thinking the way he is. I'm not.
So is it going to be just kind of back to business when school starts and the kids are going to go back?
Yeah, we ain't got to look. We don't have a choice,
I was just wondering if there was maybe any kind of fear or concern just to let them out of your sight after.
Well, yeah, definitely. We was sending them down, to the school bus by themselves, but I don't think we'll ever do that again.
Mm-hmm. Do they get picked up at the end of your road there on Beach Creek?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. You're back to work and the kids are going back to school, so it seems like there's no choice but to try to return to some sort of normalcy within this horrible event.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to let Satan convince me to go drinking or whatever. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going down that road. I choose life.
Mm-hmm.
Choose God. And that's probably, I've never, before in my life I was weaker, and just the least little thing would be the excuse to go get drunk or whatever, but not no more. Not. This is the most horrific thing that I could have ever even thought of happening.
Mm-hmm. Has your theory about what happened to Summer changed any since we spoke a couple weeks ago?
No, she was abducted. There's, I forget how you put that, reasonable deduction, or however you say that.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking school, but by that theory there, yeah, she's been abducted in my mind, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I know Candace wouldn't lie to me by any of the facts. She has no reason to, she wouldn't lie.
I think somebody said, or you told the media that she was lie detector test, and you took one also.
Let me stop it because I want to talk about what he just said really quick, you guys. Okay. So he says that he doesn't believe Candace would lie to him about any of the facts. But then I always come back to certain things where I'm like, I go back to how he doesn't even know if his kids went to the swimming hole that day. 4 weeks later, the father, Donald, the husband, does not know if his sons went to the swimming hole or stood home. That's a problem. That's a big problem right there. That 4 weeks later, he doesn't know all of the facts. And he's saying right now that he doesn't believe Candace would lie to him, that she wouldn't lie about the facts. She wouldn't do that. Then why don't you know the simplest fact if your sons went to the swimming hole or if they stood home? Why don't you know that right now? It's 4 weeks, you guys. This isn't the next day. He did this. This isn't like a couple of days later. This is 4 weeks that he said this. That he didn't know if the boys went or if they stood home. He doesn't know. How do you not know that? You're the husband. You're the man of the house. You're the father. Your 5-year-old is missing. Things like that just bug me. That right there bugs me so much that this man does not know the story 100%. How is that possible? Think about that, you guys, as a parent. And I get really upset when I think about this. Think about this as a mom, as a dad. Let's say, God forbid, one of our children, hold on. I got a text. Sorry. Hold on. Let's say one of your children, God forbid, anything happened. Hey, BS detector. And me, Jamie, I didn't say hi to you, lovely. Green eyes. Hello. What if something happened to one of our children. God forbid. Okay. Just picture this though. And it was in the care of your spouse. You weren't there for it. When you find out what happened, aren't you going to ask the person who was in their care, especially if it's your wife or your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, someone that you're intimate with, that you live with, aren't you going to be asking every single question, like what happened? Like you want to know every single detail of it. I know I would be asking over and over and over. I'd have them write it down. I mean, but that's probably because just where my mind would go. But wouldn't you want to know everything? Your child is missing and you weren't there. Wouldn't you want to know everything? So him not knowing if the boys went to the swimming hole or if they stood home just doesn't sit right with me. Not 4 weeks down the line, you guys. It's 4 weeks down the line. And this father doesn't know the simple fact of if his children went to why doesn't he know that? The question we should be wondering is, why don't you know that? Why? So him saying Candace wouldn't lie to me. Well, why don't you know this simple little fact if your kids went or not? It just bugs me. Sorry. It really bugs me that. And then how, David, the friend that's only known them for 3 months, he said, when he did the interview with Teresa from Unmasked, he said that, that Candace that night when he showed up on June 15th in the evening, he went there around 7:30. I think it was a little rough. I don't know if it was at 7:30 or after 7:30 he was there. But that Candace was showing a video of Summer and the boys swimming. And Teresa, again, did such a great job with going back and talking about that and being like, and asking those questions like, hey, was that from that day though? Was that, she was showing you from that day? And she even asked, so that was taken that day? And he said, yes, that was taken that day because they went to the swimming. That Candace was saying it was that day and they were swimming. So Candace was and this is allegedly because it's coming from David, but this is what this man is saying, that Candace showed him on June 15th when he went over there that night, a video of Summer and the boys swimming. So it makes sense to me why Donald don't seem to know if his boys went or not.
Yeah, well, and that you all said, or you told the media that she was taking a test and you took one also. Yeah, well, and that you all were clear of any suspicion, based on that.
Well, I don't know if we were completely cleared because that's not a in court.
Yeah,
but yeah, we both. I mean, at first, I didn't get no sleep for 2 days. I couldn't sleep. I was, it was the worst misery and pain I've ever felt in my life. But I wasn't able to take a lie detector test. They made me wait a little bit, but when I did take it, I passed. Mm-hmm. They made Candace wait 5 days longer to take hers, because she just wasn't able to. She tried and she wasn't able to. It's not, people are saying that we failed and we took another test. That's not the case. Mm-hmm. We just weren't able to. So when we did take them, we both passed, our tests.
I imagine that if it measures changes in your blood pressure or something based on if you tell a lie, your blood pressure changes. But if you're tore off pieces, then your blood pressure is probably changing anyways.
Well, the way it works is kind of it measures your brain's activity too. And whenever you lie, you have to think about that lie. When you stick with the truth, it just comes out. The truth is the truth. Mm-hmm. But when you lie, you got to think about that for a little bit. And your heart might jump just a little bit or whatever. They look at all that. Yeah.
So,
it's easy to tell the truth. Put it that way.
Yeah. So did they? I know this is a hard question to ask, but did they ever do any question of your sons also, or any kind of?
Yeah, they taking them into specialists because they can't come out and question them. But yes, they have questioned all of them. Mm-hmm. They even give mother-in-law lie detector tests. Oh, wow. And she also passed. Okay. So this, I mean, I didn't go up to your house when they took the roadblock down. I didn't want to just bust up there and uninvited, but I did go into your driveway and look up.
Really quick too, when he talks about the blood test, when David did his interview, and hopefully tomorrow I can squeeze in another live, but I do want to go over David's interview because some of the stuff he does say. But he during David's interview, he does talk about, this test and the polygraph test and what the family said. And in David's interview, he said that Candace told him that there was some deception, I think, on 2 questions he said, I'm sorry. And I wonder, what questions did she show deception on? And in this interview, Donnie was saying that, one of the questions, when they're asking you these questions, it's hard, because, your heart is like going and, a lot of things going through your head, and that he said, did you hurt your child? So I wonder, and this is me speculating right here, okay, but since Donald says, the questions like, did you hurt your child? So I'm going to assume that was one question asked to them. And would this be one of the questions that Candace showed deception on? I just wonder what 2 questions she showed deception on. And again, I do know polygraphs, they're not admissible in court. I understand all that. Take it with a grain of salt when it comes to that. But I do wonder what questions she showed deception on.
And I mean, that's for somebody to go up there and not knowing what they're going to find, it's highly unlikely because that's straight up, and you can't see where you're going. You don't know what's ahead of you. And
we've had several people sneaking around there, though, and that's, but we've had them sneak around at night, in the middle of the night. Yeah, we've never had somebody up there at 5:30 in the afternoon that we know of, Mm-hmm. But they didn't come up the driveway. They come up a dog trail from the woods.
Oh, okay.
They didn't come the way. And the dog that they used, that's where the scent took them, was down through the woods, not the driveway.
Where did the dog scent end?
At the road, Ben Hill Road is where the dog scent ended.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to have to look up this dog trail to get a better understanding of exactly how. Has anyone seen the dog trail he's saying? So it wasn't the end of his driveway, he's saying now. And this is the 3rd time he's mentioned that something happening at 5:30. So I'm going to assume this is when they noticed she was missing, was 5:30. Again, this is coming from Donald, which the information would have came from Candace. So because this is like the 3rd time that I've heard him say, this was around 5:30. So around 5:30 is when I'm going to assume that they noticed she was missing. Unfortunately, getting a time from Candace is really hard. She's even said it herself that she's really bad with time. So I just wonder, is she always been that way, or is it just for like what's going on right now?
Yep. So that right there, I already knew all that, but they're just confirmed it for me.
Yeah. Do you believe that she's still alive? Do you have any intuition that she might still be out there somewhere?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
All I know is just, I believe in God. I don't believe in any psychic stuff.
Oh man, that stuff's horrible that they've had on. I've seen it on YouTube. That's terrible. Why would somebody? The morals of a person would put that out there. What they've been saying.
Somebody made a fake account with me, and then they put on there to some other woman that I buried the body at the lake, and so the TBI has been out the lake. They couldn't get a hold of me until I was in church, but they've been out there looking for her body. It's just ridiculous what people are doing, and they're going with these psychics and what they're saying and doing whatever they can to get this story out there. But the Bible says clearly it's an abomination.
Right.
Because when you do a psychic and you're thinking you're talking, to your dead relatives or whatever, that's untrue, because Jesus made it clear that when you die, you sleep until the resurrection. You are in no conscious state whatsoever. You are just unconscious, asleep, as Jesus put it, until the resurrection. So if you're talking to somebody, it's an evil spirit.
Let me ask you this: is there anything that your family needs? Like, is there anything that the community can do aside from tipsters and things like that and information? But is there anything that you people in your family need? That the community
the only thing I think we're good on everything. The only thing that I wish is, as a country that, the way these kids are coming missing left and right, and all the drugs. Man, we need to send our military into our own country. That's my opinion. We send our military everywhere in the world to fight terrorism. Well, I think it's time we turn into our own country to fight terrorism. They can't seem to catch these guys nowhere. We need our military. To put them to some good use. I mean, that's what I wish.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know you probably, you're on break. I probably need to let you get back to work. I was wondering, do you think Mrs. Wells would want to meet and talk any more about how things are going? Is she up to that?
Right now, she's so tore up and stuff. It's just getting worse for her.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. And it's bad for me, too. I'd do anything to have my baby back, but I got to put my faith in God. I mean, if it wasn't for that, I would have lost it a long time ago. I mean, God says, pray to Him and pray that she's okay, that He'll pull her through with His mighty right arm, with His mights, whatever. But it's something like God, because the police can't come up with nothing. Now, all these people on Facebook all over the world can't come up with nothing. Nobody can. Only God can.
Right. And in 30 years, I've never seen anything like this happen.
Me either. I mean, I've never seen anything in my life. I mean, when I lived in Houston, Texas, when I was a kid, it was pretty bad out there, but all kind of crazy stuff out there. But
there was never somebody that just disappeared without a clue that I know of. I'm sure it happens, but not that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it?
Yeah.
Disappearing. I don't understand that. But yeah, somebody was either hiding in the weeds there, waiting for the shade, either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. Yeah.
So wait, did he just say he believes somebody was hiding in the weeds to sneak in the basement? Hold on. Sorry, guys.
That I know of. I'm sure it happens, but not that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it?
Yeah.
Disappearing. I don't understand that. But yeah, somebody was either hiding in the weeds there, waiting for the shade, either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone.
I don't think anybody was hiding in the weeds. Like I said, I don't think. Did he say weed? He said weeds, not weed, marijuana. No, I don't think anybody was just there waiting, hiding, and then went and took her out of the basement. If she was taken, I just feel it was from someone who knew her.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 40 at the most.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
So somebody from God.
Well, I sure appreciate you talking to me. I didn't want to call too much and be a pest. But after, it's been a couple of weeks, I wanted to check back in with you.
Okay, so I appreciate you.
Okay. All right. Take care. I'll be praying for you.
Okay. So that was his interview. I live right here. Does anyone know where H, oh, that comment, where H lives in relations to the Warriors? I need to go back and maybe someone in chat can remember. I know Allie talks about, H's mom talks about, I don't know if she talks about the Walgreens or the emergency room location, how close it is to her. But the Walgreens, what I was looking at, the Walgreens that Candace, the name she gave, because I'm going to play that little part of the audio I have, she does say, talk about Warriors, the swimming area. And if I'm correct, the Walgreens and where that lake was I think a 5-minute distance, I think. But I'm still looking to put the whole timeline and distancing. I'm trying to put it all together to see what's the distance from A to B so I can have a better timeline to show you guys. 5 miles, Green Eye says. So 5 miles from Allie's home to the water, or hospital and H are close to Walgreens near Warriors. Yeah, because I did look up Warriors to the Walgreens, and I know that was like super close. Like, oh my gosh, that was really close distance right there. Allie says it was 15 to 20 minutes from her house to Warriors. And then from Warriors to the Walgreens, I think it was super close too. Like really close. Because that's what I'm working on right now, is trying to get a good timeline for everything. But we do know that from when he was picked up from 10 to 10:30, and then from when that video is recorded at 12:21, when they get to the Warriors, we don't know what happened in between those hours right there. And Allie said she cannot discuss that because it's part of the what would she say? It was part of the investigation or something like that. So she was told she can't talk about those 2 hours. So makes me really wonder what happened in those 2 hours that they cannot talk about. Let me stop sharing this really quick. Let me play. I want to play one more for you guys really quick. Let me see. How's everyone holding up in chat? Again, sorry, I'm not paying too much attention to it right now. But I think it's doing okay, you guys, in chat, because I haven't got any messages from my mods, so you guys must be doing good. So I appreciate you guys just being respectful here, talking this horrible, horrible case. This is crazy. This is the first stream I've been on here. Aw, thank you so much for your comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, I hope you do come back. I try to go live at least once or twice a week. These past 2 weeks have been hard because I do have family in town right now. Again, I had family for the 4th, and then I have some more here. So, but once school starts up, we will definitely have a regular schedule again. School's starting soon here. I think within 2 weeks school starts. So then I'll have my mornings all free. So it will be so much better. But let me show this video really quick with you guys. Share this video with you guys. And thank you guys all for choosing, my channel to watch. I do appreciate that, you guys. And we got to just keep, sharing her story, her pictures. We are not going to let her be forgotten. And I kind of feel like some people want us to just forget this case. I don't know why I feel like that. I've never felt with any other case I've covered, I've never got this feeling where people want us just to stop talking about it and just believe she was, she's gone, she was kidnapped. I don't know why. This is the only case that I feel this way. I can't explain it, and I don't like it. So I'm not going to be silent. I'm not going to stop talking. We're going to continue talking it. Okay, let me pull this video. Videos. Let me see. Okay, so John, this is your first time? Oh, I'm so happy that you subscribed. Thank you. Okay, so let me share this really quick with you guys, and then we'll have a little discussion, and then we'll wrap it up. I don't know if you guys hear the door opening. My family's like, hello. Hold on. Okay, so let me make that bigger. No, let's start from the beginning. Okay. And I swear, I can't believe you guys don't hear water. It's so loud. It's really relaxing when we go to, if you have a fish tank in your room, it's really relaxing, the water. But I feel like it sounds like I'm peeing. So I'm wondering if you guys can hear it. Okay, let me put this louder. And let's hope you guys can hear it and it's not choppy. Cross your fingers. Let's see.
We were waiting on my mother's prescription from the drugstore at Walgreens on Fort Henry and Moreland Drive. And Warriors was straight across, so we just figured I'd take her to go swimming for a bit while we waited on mom's prescription. And we weren't even there but 20 minutes.
And so then Summer came back here with you later that afternoon, right?
Yes.
And so was there anybody else with you?
No, not when we came home, no.
How's the sound? Is it okay? Let me see what you guys say. You can hear the water. Can you hear it? It's my fish tank in the background. But how's the sound? Was the sound okay? Yes, it was okay. Let's start it from the beginning. Sorry. All right.
We were waiting on my mother's prescription from the drugstore at Walgreens on Fort Henry and Moreland Drive. And Warriors was straight across, so we just figured I'd take her over there to go swimming for a little bit while we waited on my mom's prescription. We weren't even there but 20 minutes.
And so then Summer came back here with you later that afternoon, right?
Yes.
And so was there anybody else with you?
No, not when we came home. No. So we just went up to Warriors. There was all kinds of trash everywhere at Warriors when we showed up. And I let Summer out to play. And we just stood there for about 15, 20 minutes. And then we all got back in the truck and we got mom's prescription. And I took him home. And then we came home.
I don't know. When she says that, you guys, when she says, I took him home, I don't know. I just feel like if she's, and this is just me, okay? This isn't any, I'm just telling you guys what I'm seeing when I look at her, and I'm not no, specialist with this, but I'm going to replay it. Just, I don't know. It just seems like if she's thinking of something at that moment, when she's like, I took him home, but it just seems like her mind goes somewhere. I don't know. Let me play that really quick. Hold on. Just look at her when she says it.
We came.
How many hours was that before she was reported missing?
I really can't tell you all the time details because time gets away from you when you're trying to enjoy yourself.
Did I messed up, I think. Hold on. Did I?
And I took him home.
Oh, right there. I think I forwarded it. Sorry.
And we just stood there for about 15, 20 minutes. And we all got back in the truck and we got mom's prescription. And I took him home. And then we came home.
About how many hours was that before she was reported missing?
I really can't tell you all the time details because time gets away from you when you're trying to enjoy yourself.
Why am I missing it? Am I missing it? When she says time gets away from you when you're having fun, why am I missing it?
In
Sorry,
20
guys.
minutes, and then we all got back in the truck and went and got Mom's prescription, and I took him home, and then we came home.
About how many hours was that before she was reported missing?
I really can't tell you all the time details because time gets away from you when you're trying to enjoy yourself.
And then how Donnie just interrupts her. I wonder what did they do when they did get home? Did they eat? Did they eat before? It just, she can't remember the time because it gets away from her. I don't know. It just seems like with these questions, though, when it has to do with H, I don't know how you guys take it, but for me, it just seems, I don't think she wants to talk about that. Probably because he's, what people are saying. And also how she said that there was a lot of trash when they got there. And this is my opinion right here when she says that. Because when this interview got done, this video right here, that it was the man who was a loco, I believe, and he went to Warriors and he knew exactly where this video was recorded. He even says, when you lived here all your life, you can look at a place and just know where it's at. So he said where this was recorded. So he went back and he recorded. And when he was there, we all see the Twisted Tea cans. I think there's some on the floor. Then there's a black bag there and there's some in there and there's other random trash in there. And again, it seems like people that go there, the trash is there, obviously throw your stuff away. So was that there before or after? We don't know, but I know, and this is my opinion. I can't say I know, but my opinion is that I think Candace seen this video here, seen the Twisted Teas. So when she did her interview with the news, that's why she says there was a lot of trash there. Like, why you got to put that information out? Does anybody care about the trash? No. She said that, in my opinion, because she knew this video had came out and it was showing the Twisted Tea cans. So now she could be like, oh, there was trash there. It was already there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going back to her. But I just thought it was interesting how she points out, oh, there was a lot of trash there in the interview, which reality, no one even cares if there was trash there. But I think she was just saying that to just cover her own butt. That's my personal opinion with that. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Let me go to the chat. Let me go up here. Hold on, guys. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think happened? Do you think this was an accident? Do you think something happened? I don't think, if anything happened to Summer, I don't think it was on purpose. I think it would have been an accident. Let me see. John, I feel like there's been a lot of different stories, huh? Like, I feel like there's more information being added to every time. I feel like we hear from Candace, which from the news, she's only done this one, right? She's staying away from the news. But what I think is kind of interesting is even though she's staying away from the news, she's not staying away from social media whatsoever. She is in contact with people through Messenger. These are random strangers, you guys, that she just, I said this before. I feel like if you message her, which please don't, but I just feel like she just will message you right back. Maybe she's just needing someone to talk to, but she does talk to people on social media through Messenger, quite a few people. She is quiet with the news, but she is definitely not quiet behind the scenes, not whatsoever. Hey, Bossy Pants. I didn't even know you were here. Hello, hello. Fun fact. Let me see what that comment says. Dawn is saying vanished in thin air like Rose. How does he know this? Yeah. Well, also too, law enforcement has come out and, they said there is no connection. I mean, I really want to look more into like Rose, do a video, make a video for you guys on Rose. And why not? She's still missing. Let's bring awareness to that. Why not? That's another one. She's just gone. And yes, these things do happen, but I just feel like with the technology we have and where we're at now from when Rose was, her disappearance happened, just seems, for what we know from Summer, I just feel like it's nothing. We know nothing. And I know law enforcement, I'm hoping they know more behind the scenes, and then this red truck thing, the red truck. Hey, Amber. That is not new information, you guys. If you've been following the case from the beginning, that's information that was known within the first few days. People were talking about that right away, the red truck, about a neighbor seeing the red truck. So I just wondered why law enforcement took so long to actually put that information out. Vicky says, I am sure we will get the story at some point. Eventually, I think so too. My worst fear, though, I'm not going to lie, you guys, my worst fear is that this is going to go cold. And then I think, how's that even going to be possible? But you know what I think about all the time is the 2 missing boys from California City. What do we know about that? Nothing. So it's just like, and those are 2 boys, not 1, 2. Like how in this time of age, how is that possible, you guys? That's another one that just leaves me like, what the fuck? Yes. Let me highlight that. Yes. In the beginning, I did show that. I showed what he said about it too, how he believed it was, and that's going on for this comment. Don also mentioned a yellow vehicle seen leaving the area at speed by, the comment went by so fast, by cops. Yes. So again, Don shared that also in his chat. His Facebook. Sorry, I'm thinking of my channel. On his Facebook, someone posted up the photo of the red yellow truck. It looks like a Jeep, but he posted it, and like we said in the beginning, he said that it was that he had fired some guy the next day after Summer went missing because he was getting high on meth, but that Don believed that guy was his number 1 suspect, and he even told law enforcement about it, but law enforcement said no, that his whereabouts were cleared. But Don believed it was him still when he made that post, and he even was like, I'll share the guy's Facebook account to you guys, and he did. That guy's Facebook was right there. And I went and I looked at the guy's Facebook. The guy doesn't look like he was active on Facebook. And another interesting thing was that Don is still friends with this guy that he allegedly says that he fired over being for using meth. And this is a guy that he believed was involved, his number 1 suspect. So Don got all kinds of theories. Girl, he got all kinds of theories. The grandmother, and so I'm going to go back probably tonight, and because I have all my notes and everything ready for the interview that Teresa did with the church friend. I want to go over that with you guys. But for Allie's interview that she also did with Teresa, I'm still breaking that one down. That one's like a 2.5 hour live, I think it was. But I believe, don't quote me, and I'll have the answer when we go live. But or maybe you guys know, the grandmother has a Silverado. The grandma has a truck because they were in the grandma's truck on the 15th. I'm 98% sure that Allie said it was someone said it was a Silverado, and I'm almost positive it was Allie that said it. So I need to go back and listen to it and get all the notes for that one ready. But the grandmother has a truck, you guys. Yeah, Don Bash Psychics. Wasn't he for them in the beginning, Aaron? On his Facebook? Wasn't he sharing something about what a psychic had said? Not all 15-year-olds are angry. Only the gangsters on drugs. Green Eyes. You're talking about I believe it was Allie's good friend who made that comment that, what 15-year-old don't have anger issues. I feel like in that interview, they said that they also said that about, did Allie or one of them say that about Summer too? Like, get angry fast, like she gets angry or something like that. I think it was said. Again, I have to get all my notes for it. Yes, the grandma has a Silverado. Yes, the grandma has a truck. Yes. Green Eyes, he says, well, Hunter caused the drowning. You'll find out in the end. Well, Green Eyes, we really don't know that for sure. I mean, if something happened there, he would know about it. And in the end, we're going to find out the truth. Either way that this goes, I do think we're going to find out the truth on this. We are. I mean, I'm hoping sooner, maybe later, but we will end up finding out the truth with this. And another thing that I thought was interesting in Allie's interview, again, that's H's mom, she made a comment because Teresa asked, or I don't know if it was Teresa or someone in the chat had asked, but if Donald would cover for Candace. And Ellie said she doesn't believe so. And she goes on to explain it. But then when they asked her, do you think Grandma would cover for Candace? And then she said for Grandma, she said, yeah, I think Grandma would because she's covered for her before with the whole CPS, showing up and stuff like that. So I thought that was interesting what Ellie said, that she doesn't believe Donald would cover, but she believes the grandmother would. So again, we need to go through those interviews because, again, these are people, even if you don't believe these people's statements, these are people who know Candace, and especially Allie. Her son was there. And there's a question that they asked Allie, and she didn't know the answer, and I can't remember right now what it was, but we'll go through it when we listen to it. But she said, like, she didn't know the answer, and I remember thinking, like, that would have been such an easy question to ask your kid. Why wouldn't he tell you that? And I can't think what it was right now, but I don't agree with upsetting the family in public like that supposed psychic did. What do you mean, Aaron? Let me stop sharing that. What do you mean? Who did that? Okay, now I'm looking at chat now. So do we know if Allie saw Summer that morning? So, hello, Nat. How are you today? So Allie says that when they picked up her son, that she did see Candace and Summer. Grandma was not mentioned. So that makes me believe that Grandma was not there when they picked up the minor. Again, she could have been getting her leg looked at the time, her knee, because, that's what we're told, that Grandma had to go to the emergency to get her knee looked at. So if she was getting her knee looked at, then that would, make sense why she wasn't in the car. And they were in Grandma's truck that day. It's odd they both passed a lie detector test. Well, here's the thing with that, Mark. And the church friend David, did a really good job, I think, explaining the lie detector test of what Candace and Dawn told him. And I believe it was Candace that had to take more than one. And this is coming from the friend's statement. And that she told him that she showed two. Let me delete. Hold on, guys. There was 2 questions that showed this deception. And I was thinking, if you had anything and this is why I was thinking, if you had anything to hide, would you tell somebody that, though? Would you go to your friend and admit that, hey, I showed deception? If you were hiding something, would you admit that? Like, it just seemed kind of odd that she would share that information if she was guilty, you know? So it made me wonder, like, why would she be so upfront to say, hey, you know what? I showed deception. I had to take a couple. And then Donnie says, and then that Donnie had to take one. But we don't know for a fact that they passed. Law enforcement has not come out and said, yes, they have been cleared. We're looking at different avenues. Law enforcement is still saying everything is on the table. Everyone is a suspect right now. They're not ruling anything out. So, and then David said that they knew they passed because I guess they get a paper mail to them. And I wondered, and that was a question I asked during that chat. I asked, did Candace or Donald show David the results? But we don't know for 100% that they passed. And even David in that interview said, well, if they didn't pass, then they would have kept them there. He said something like that. And I was like, no, that's not how it works. They would have still went home. Even they would have tried to get it out of them. But again, we all know lie detector tests aren't admissible in court, so they could have kept them longer and kept going and going and going, but they wouldn't have, put them in jail over it. No. Has anyone, where's that comment? I seen it. Has anyone wondered if prescription would be ready for grandma? Hold on. Has anyone wondered how a prescription would be ready for grandma when she was still at the ER getting her leg looked at? Well, I know, when you're at the doctor's, before you leave, they put it in the computer. I know for me, that's how it's done over here. And when I used to go for my treatments and stuff like that, if I needed anything, at the doctor's, they would be in the system talking to me at the same time. Oh, what pharmacy are you going to? Where do you want to go? And they would put it in right then and there. So then when I leave, I'd go and my prescription would be ready when I got there. So, well, most of the time. So that's possibly would have happened. I'm not sure. I mean, does anyone still do paper prescriptions? I'm not sure. I know a lot of it is through the computer now. I know that's how it's done over here. And even years ago, that's how it was done when I was going through some stuff. So, but you know what? You don't have paper scripts anymore. Yeah. That's why I'm like, does anyone still do that? I know, like with us over here, that's like, that we'll be talking to the doctor, if my daughter's sick or something. And they'll ask me like, okay, are you still going to this pharmacy? And I'll be like, yeah. Or do you want to change? No. And they'll be putting it in the system. But was grandma's leg really injured, or was she there for get a prescription? Well, what we're told is, the story we're being told is that grandma went to get her knee looked at the emergency. So I'm not sure if it was if she's been suffering from knee pain. We don't know all the information about it. Was it a follow-up? Was it something new with her leg? I don't know any of that information, but we do know that she was getting her leg looked at. Her knee. So I don't know. The only thing that it seems like when we listened to when Candace explained going to the water, to warriors, it seemed like it was like it was like a last minute thing. Kind of like, well, since we were waiting for grandma to get her prescription, I figured it's right across. we'll just go and take Summer there real quick, and they were only there, she said, 20 minutes. So it sounded like it was like it wasn't planned. But then when we hear from Allie, when they go over there to pick him up, it was like, oh, we're going to go fishing. Can he go kind of a deal. So it was planned. And I also just wondered, if it wasn't planned, then how did Summer have her swimming outfit on to go in there? Because the top looks like a little swimming bathing suit top to me. Do they keep a spare clothes? So I just thought, that was kind of interesting. But then again, Allie says that that's what was told to them when he got picked up. They were going to go fishing. Francis says they didn't pass. Well, we don't know. Either way, we don't know, you guys. We don't know if they did, and we don't know if they didn't. We could only speculate on that. I mean, I think it was David who said Candace said they passed with flying colors. I was like, okay. Yeah. The dog trail. Yeah. I want to look more into that, because before it was always said to the end of the driveway. And then when we listened to the new interview Donald did, he says it was actually a dog trail, and it led in the woods, he was saying. They stopped at Walgreens to get makeup. Okay, Green Eyes. You're just being silly now. No one swims for 20 minutes. Yeah, it just seemed kind of like an odd thing, right? Like, I don't know. Like, who goes swimming just for the 20 minutes? I don't know. But again, I don't know. Hi, Holly B. Linda, Texas. No, Green Eyes is just being silly, you guys, by that comment. I live close. Hold on. I live close to Kim, and they do have to have paper. Are you talking prescription? That comment went by too quick. Here we go. Anne. Hi, Anne. She says, I live close to Kingsport, and hey, do both. You have to have paper. Are you talking about the prescription, though? Are you saying they do have to have the paper? Sorry if I'm not understanding. Well, Pam, the only thing we see, and my phone just died, so I'm going to be looking at chat from StreamYard, which you guys know it's a little slow. So, where's that question? Where did that question go? I lost it. And why haven't Donnie and Candace been drug tested? I don't think they would. They would have to have a reason to do that. Like if drugs were found in the home, I would think. But they don't just do a drug test on somebody. They have to have reasons behind it. So, CC. What mods do I have here? I have Amanda and I have John. I see. Yeah, they can't just drug test them without cause for doing that. Even with I'll take you guys a little back with the Chris Watts case. That was another thing people were upset over. Like, why didn't they drug test him? And they had no reason to. They're not going to, that he wasn't being put in there for drugs. No drugs were found. So they don't just drug test people. Oh, Sweet Pea's here. Okay. Yeah, Francis, I thought that too, because I was like, so they went fishing or they went swimming, Oh, my dog's barking. Someone must be here. Yeah, there is. Who is that? My dogs see perfect. My dogs only bark when my dogs are so smart. Before it even gets to my door, my dogs will start barking. And they didn't have 20 dogs. They had, I believe it was what did they say? They had around, I think David says it. I think he says 6 to 8 dogs he has seen there, I believe was the amount, or what someone said, but it wasn't a total of 20 dogs, no. Reminds me of Scott Peterson, golf and fishing. Confused. So yeah, 7 or so. Did you guys hear my dog bark going crazy? I have really good guard dogs. My goodness, they really are. What do you mean we have no facts here? Moonstone. Yeah, I don't. For one, I don't think she wandered off. That I just don't think happened. It's been 4 weeks and nothing. And with everything all the people they had there, with the dog, everything. So I don't think she wandered off. If anything, she was taken. My opinion is she was either taken by someone who knew her or foul play. Someone knows something in that house. Okay. Thank you for being here, and you're welcome. I know I'm gonna cut this up. I'm gonna cut this up, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. Hey, hybrid. I'm gonna wrap this up. But I'm gonna try to squeeze in a live tomorrow. Because I do want to go over Allie's interview because there's a lot of information with that. And plus, because, the minor is a really important person with this case, I think, because one, he was there at that lake. So I do want to go over that interview with you guys. I'm wondering if mom, let me see this comment. I'm wondering if mom left Summer with H to babysit Summer at swimming hole while she ran around, came back. Mom was only there 20 minutes. That's a possibility because we do know that H is saying one thing happened and Candace is saying the opposite. Candace is saying that Summer didn't go under the water. That never happened. Then you have H telling his family, because Ellie says that H told her that she slipped on a rock and went under. 10 seconds, whatever it may have been, but she went under. She slipped and she went under. Now, Candace is saying, nope, that didn't happen. So to me, if that did happen, why is she saying it didn't happen? Was she not paying attention? Was she not there? But still, you would think your child, your 5-year-old slips on a rock, goes underwater. They're going to be shaken up. I mean, I know I'm just trying to picture my own children. They're going to be a little shaken up by that. So, I don't know. But that last video of her sleeping just gives me I'm going to be honest, it creeps me out, you guys. It really does. And I'm not saying she passed in that at all. I'm just saying it just does. But that secondhand information coming, yeah, I agree. But he's not. I don't think they're going to have. I don't think the parents are going to allow him to come out publicly. I don't think so. He's a minor, and I don't think they would. It is a real head scratcher. This whole case is, and we're a month out, and we don't really know anything. All right, you guys. So I'm going to wrap up this live. I do want to thank you guys all for being here with me. I know it's been 2 weeks since we went live, but like I told you guys, I just have a lot of family here. So it's kind of hard to squeeze in a live. But I'm going to try to squeeze one in tomorrow because I do want to go over a lot of the information when it comes to what Allie's interview was about, what David's interview, what he said during the interview. And it'll be another early one. But let's just continue praying for Summer. Let's keep hope out there. I will post again if anybody wants to contribute and help with the what is it, the funds. I can't even think right now. I'm gonna have it all. I'm gonna post some stuff on my community page with that. If you want to send a gift to the family or the boys, or even just for Summer, for when she gets home. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that, but this is the way I think, you guys. So the reward, thank you. I just totally went blank right now. Heather, thank you. I'm like, I can't think of the word. If you guys want to send a gift even for Summer. Is Juicy here? Oh, you changed your name. Oh my God. Okay, thank you for letting us know. I've missed ya. I love that name. You changed it. I used to like saying it. But I'll post that stuff in my community stuff, and then we'll try to squeeze a live for tomorrow. I'm going to try to squeeze it in tomorrow. And again, just keep praying. If you guys want to send, for the donation for the rewards, then do it. If you don't, then don't. But don't judge people that are doing it, and don't judge people who are not. Let's just respect everyone's opinion on it. You guys, like, seriously, some of the stuff is just like is out of control. The drama is out of control, so do whatever you guys think is best. If you want to send the boys a gift, the address is out there. I'm going to put it up on my community. Send them a gift. If you want to send Summer a gift, send her a gift. So, and just if you don't want to, then don't. We need to stop judging each other on things like this. Like, I see people getting mad for people that are doing it, and then I'm seeing people that are getting mad because people are not doing it. It's like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So, thank you guys again. It was good seeing all my regulars here. I appreciate all of you guys. You know who you are. I'm going to be doing a members giveaway soon. Probably not. I need to get situated next week. Once the family is completely gone, I can get back to my routine and stuff like that. So thank you guys for your patience with me not being as active on my YouTube right now. It's just really hard. Need captions. Yes. Thank you for that. I am going to have captions. I'm going to figure that out. Let me put that a note. That's something I do want for the channel, captions. Thank you so much for reminding me that. I'm highlighting it with my highlighter. All right, guys. Confused. So you guys just get me with your names. I love it. So John, Monica, Don, is it Mikey, Hashbarger? Heather, as always, me. Let me scroll up. I'm trying to get to all your names up here. I hate looking at chat through StreamYard. I hate it. Francis, Slink, Valerie, Rita. Oh my gosh. Brent, Bobby, Kevin, Amanda, S. Vida Loca. Again, you guys follow Amanda's channel too. Can you link that in the description box? She covers not just this case. She does other cases. She did, and that's what I'm going to work on today too, was the update for the Tristan Bailey case. Amanda did upload a video on that, so thank you, girl, for doing that. And it's pretty disturbing information we're getting on the mind of this Aiden Fucci, the 14-year-old. Allie, thank you, Allie. All right, guys. So again, thank you guys all for being here with me. Tomorrow we'll go live. I'll figure out the time. I'm going to see where I can squeeze it in. It's going to have to be early because that's I feel like that's the least noise in the background. Because if it would be later, you guys would be hearing some Mexican music. So it has to be good earlier. So thank you guys all for being here with me. I appreciate all of you guys. Welcome to all the new members. Next week we'll have a members giveaway. And then I'll chat with you guys tomorrow with this case. Thank you guys for the super chats. You guys are so good to me. I truly appreciate every single one of you guys. So again, thank you guys for taking the time to watching my channel and all this stuff. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Spread some kindness. Cut the bullshit with the drama. It's so toxic, you guys. It's really toxic. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. You love Mexican music? Bye, guys.